Hi, this is Patty.
And this is Kim.
We love to travel.
This week we're off to Lake Garda in northern Italy.
We will show you some of the local scenes and wrap it up with our thoughts and favorites. Hope you enjoy.
Girl, what a beautiful day out today.
It's gorgeous.
Because yesterday when we were in Sirmione and Desenzano, it was raining.
It was rainy, cool, windy. Yeah, we definitely have a beautiful day today.
So what are your thoughts on Desenzano?
I would say it was not what the other cities have been. It was a lot more bustling. I feel like there were more locals,
Yes,
not as much
definitely.
tourism, which that's fine. It's just
It has a different vibe to it.
yeah, it doesn't have the same amount of charm as the other
cities that we've been.
cities.
I should say villages, but
Exactly.
the hotels, they're all on the water, facing the water. They're all kind of worn, tired looking. The one that we stayed at was a 4-star, but when we got there and stayed, it was not even a 3-star. So
Right.
if we had to do it all over again, which we will,
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely stay in Sirmione.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. It's Sirmione is more charming, and I just think overall it's got a lot better vibe to it.
Yeah. But the hidden gem of Desenzano was that restaurant called...
Yep, the La Cochinella's Siciliano, which means the Sicilian ladybug, I'm pretty sure, in Italian. We walked in there to get a coffee and stumbled into, a hidden gem for sure.
He asked us... He said, no, we wanted a glass of wine too for the afternoon.
That's right. It was
He
glass
came
of
out
wine.
and he said, what kind? I said, we don't know. Give us a suggestion. He came out with 4 bottles of wine, gave us a taste of each one of them, gave us some hors d'oeuvres for free.
Yep.
It's very attending, very knowledgeable, just fun place to be.
Right. And the hors d'oeuvres weren't like just, chips and pretzels. I mean, these were gourmet.
Like a charcuterie board.
Yes.
It was a charcuterie board.
Yes.
Yeah.
All fresh, just beautifully prepared hors d'oeuvres. I mean, and so delicious.
And I say upscale menu, more 5-star for entrees if you go there for dinner.
Yep.
It's definitely worth doing.
Yep.
A lot of charm. His dog was like waiting on us too.
His name was Jay.
Yeah,
right?
Jay. Yeah.
And such a well-behaved dog. I mean, we were in that restaurant, 4 times at least while we were there. And the one day was so cute. It was raining and everything outside. And little Jay had on his sweatshirt and he had his little doggy bed, and he just stayed cuddled up with a blanket in this dog bed. Never ever bothered any of the patrons. And but to say, the owner, Andrea, he was amazing. He is amazing.
Yeah. You can't beat his service. I mean,
his service is outstanding. He is so hospitable and charming, and just wanting to make sure that we had the best dining experience possible. And we really, really enjoyed it. And I would say, and I know we talked about it, we will go back there again to Desenzano just to
for
go
the
visit
restaurant.
him and go to that restaurant.
Yeah. To catch the
was
ferry
that good.
and go back over to Sirmione.
Yes.
I would definitely go to that restaurant.
Yes.
All right, let's move on to Sirmione. Again, another quaint castle.
Yes.
I don't know about Italy, but they have these quaint castles, not like these medieval ones in Scotland and England.
That look like scary, like Game of Thrones
castles. But all the castles we're seeing in Italy, they're all quaint. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're cute. And they're, for the most part, they maintain them. I mean, when you consider some of them were built in the 16 and the 1400s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're maintained pretty well.
Very well. The streets, I would say it's kind of similar to Limone. I mean, as far as the shops and the streets and that. But I would probably give the edge to Sirmione because they're a little bit wider streets. And what do you think?
Yeah, definitely wider. Not a little bit easier to walk on because there wasn't all the cobblestone like in Limone.
Yeah.
But
not as hilly. Limone
right.
was more hilly too.
Yeah, it was definitely less hilly. More like a brick paver style sidewalks, so it was easier to walk.
Yeah.
But yeah, still very pretty.
Very pretty
little town or city.
Investigating for our next day, hotels over there. They had a lot of nice 4 and 5 star, and I mean true 4 and 5 star hotels. The one that I liked was Hotel della Contini, I think, Palace. I would definitely stay there next time.
I mean, it looks beautiful, and I would agree it would be nice to stay someplace like that opposed to where we were in Desenzano.
Yeah, the grounds are beautiful. It's really it's almost like Lido Palace was. Yeah, I would say almost the same.
A little grander,
yeah.
Just judging by the pictures.
Right.
But definitely on the same level, it appears.
And I would say the only thing we should know about this hotel, so we have to plan around it. It doesn't open until like the first week of April, and it closes like October 20th. So we got to make sure we either get there early or late in the fall, because I think in the summertime it'd be way too crowded.
Yeah. Which is fine. Honestly, I would rather go when there was less of a crowd, so I'd rather go on the front end or the back end.
Oh, definitely.
And you have really good weather those times of years,
Right.
too.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at it. Okay. Anything else?
I think that covers it.
All right. So here's to Sirmione
Sirmione
and
Desenzano. See you again on our next
Trips and Sips.